Hey, what up, good people? I am MsEbonyVee. Welcome back or to my channel. If this is your first time here, thanks so much for stopping through. I hope you'll enjoy this content and will actually consider hitting that subscribe button as well as that notification bell so you don't miss any other videos. And if you're returning, hey, shake my face. So today's video is going to be a little different. I don't do a whole lot of makeup videos on my channel. I do try to squeeze them in here and there. I just recently did a video on like my no liquid foundation routine because I have not worn liquid foundation in like 6 months. I'm just over it, y'all. I feel like I can get a seamless look without it, and so it works for me. So if you want to see that video, be sure to check that out as well. But for today's video, I'm actually reviewing some makeup brushes that were sent to me from World Just Microtechnology, which can also be found on Amazon, so that's a hit as well. Y'all know I'm an Amazon junkie. So this is a 15-piece champagne gold makeup brush set that I did use to get this makeup look. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you the brushes that I actually use for each part of my face, as well as the eyeshadow. This is a fall makeup look, or that was pretty much the intent. I'm not sure if I executed it well, but it's giving somewhat of fall vibes. I'm gonna go with that. So huge shout out and thank you to World Just Microtechnology for sending me these brushes to review for you all today. So let's go ahead and dive right on into the video where I'll show you how these brushes work with applying makeup. Alright, so before I apply my makeup, let me go ahead and get into these brushes because that's kind of the whole point of this video. So this is the cute little pouch that it comes in. So it's reusable. You can use this for a little, whatever you need to use it for. So yeah, holds all the brushes. There are 15 brushes in this set. Maybe I should count to make sure. These are the 15 brushes, and this looks like a set that you can use for pretty much everything. Your face, your eyes, everything. I feel like I'm gonna be able to use just this set. I mean, I have my set on standby just in case it's missing something that I might need, but I feel like I can get away with a whole eye look using these brushes. So we're gonna see. We're gonna test it out. Now, these brushes do not have like the type of brush labeled. I know a lot of people, especially beginners, you know, that want to get into makeup or just now starting to do their makeup, they prefer like the type of brush to be on the brush. I used to be that way. When I first started, I kind of wanted it to say face brush, contour brush, you know, eyeshadow brush, you know, whatever. I just wanted it to say what it was, but we don't have that in these, but that's okay. I mean, you know, if you're pretty familiar, you can just kind of look and see what's what. So the bristles feel really soft. Nobody want no hard tail brushes. I'm gonna tell you that. I know I can't stand when my brushes are super hard. I will not use them if they are. Like, nobody want no hard brushes on their face. So these are super soft to touch. So we just gonna see if they're gonna work on the blending side when it's time to get into it. So since this is a fall makeup look, I'm gonna be using a combination of these two eyeshadow palettes. What is this? The Warrior by Juvia's and the Warrior 2 by Juvia's. So I'm gonna be using a combination of these two. Let me open them up and let you see what they are looking like. I mean, I could have showed it later when I'm actually using them. So these are the two. These are so fall friendly, y'all. Like super fall friendly. So I know I can get a good fall look out of these two palettes. Now, I have not done my eyes in a very long time. When I tell you I'm all about the neutral looks, and I have been that way for like the past 6 months, along with the no liquid foundation looks. I'm gonna stop yapping and let's go ahead and get right on into this video. The majority or the rest of this video will be a voiceover because I'm gonna stop talking and just focus on the makeup. I'm gonna get you all up in here, all up in my business, and then we're gonna get into creating these looks. Alright, y'all, so since I have a very oily skin, I'm starting off with this MAC Prep and Prime Skin Redefined Zone Reductor. I kind of apply this all over my face anytime I am doing a no foundation type of look. It really works wonders and keeps my skin oil free for most of the day. Next, I'm going to be using two products for my eyeshadow base, which is this LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Fawn, and then the Crayon Case Highlighter Concealer in the color number 28. I like to apply the darker color right under my eyebrows and then the lighter color right on my eyelids, since that's where the eyeshadow colors will be. Using this fluffy yet dense brush to blend everything in. Now, let me put out this disclaimer. It's going to start looking a little crazy. Just trust the process, okay? And of course, I'm going to be doing the exact same thing to the other eye. Now I'm going to be using another fluffy brush to apply my transition color, and this is in the color Yomoti. I typically start by pressing the color in before I then start to blend it out. Now I'm going to go in with a smaller brush and go in with the color Walzana to deepen the crease area. Now, as you can see, I've kind of already done so. I just realized I was not recording, so my apologies. But I'm still going back into that, and then I'm just going back in with that first color to blend the two together. Now I'm going to go in with this angle brush to just kind of blend out the edges of my transition color so that there are no sharp lines. Next, I'm going to go in with a flat brush to do somewhat of a soft cut crease. It's not really a deep cut crease, just a soft one. Here's another flat brush that I'm going to use just to add the eyeshadow, which is in the color Zama. So I definitely wanted to use this orange color to, you know, give that little fall vibe effect that I'm going for. Then I'm just going to make sure I blend that orange color or Zama with that crease color, you know, just to have no visible lines. Go ahead and go in with this light shimmer color. It's actually in the color Marimi, but I'm going to put that right into the inner corner of my eyes. Now that I finished with my eyes and I've added my lashes, I'm going to go ahead and move on to my face, starting with this Il Makiage concealer in the color FM Flawless. I'm going to go ahead and apply some of that right under my eye, down the bridge of my nose. I kind of go across my nose as well because I have a dark line there, and then right on top of my lips. And then in this case, because I did an eyeshadow, I'm putting a little bit at that eyeshadow area as well, just so that, you know, I can kind of do a good cleanup. And I'm using this flat brush, and it's a pretty dense brush to make sure I blend everything in. I'm going to go ahead and set this concealer in place by using my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder in the color Medium Deep. I like to use a setting powder that's a little brown or closer to my skin complexion anytime I'm not doing or using liquid foundation. This is also the one and only time I used a different brush outside of the brush set. So now I'm going to be using another fluffy brush to contour my nose, and I'm using MAC Radiant Richer Rosy Skin Finish just to kind of deepen my, contour the nose, as well as I'm going to be using the same thing to contour my face. And the brush I'm going to be using to contour my face is this flat dense brush. Now I'm going to add a little blush using MAC mineralized blush in the color Lovejoy. I'm going to be using another dense, fluffy brush. I personally like to add a little highlight under my eye, so I'm going to be using Juvia's Place Eye and Magic setting powder in the color Kalahari. I just like to add a little of this setting powder because it's a little lighter right under my eye, and it gives me a little under eye highlight. I also like to add a little of this setting powder down the bridge of my nose as well. Next, I'm going to be using another big fluffy brush to blend everything together, and I'm going to be using the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural in the color Dark Tan. So now let's set everything in place using e.l.f.'s Stay All Day Blue Light Micro Setting Mist for long-lasting wear. I also added a black eyeliner to my waterline, and now I'm just going to deepen that up or smoke it out a little bit using that Walzana dark brown color that I used earlier in my crease area. Next, I'm going to use another small fluffy brush to add a little highlight right under the arch of my eyebrows. And just make sure that it blends with that transition color as well. Now, since I have micro shaded eyebrows, I am going to use this spoolie that also came in the set. Just kind of brush out my eyebrows and get some of that product that I got on it earlier. And then shape them up a little better than they are. Even though they're micro shaded, they're not perfectly micro shaded. So I do have to put in some minimal work to get them nicely shaped the way I want them to be. So now that I have my eyebrows to my liking, I'm gonna use this very interestingly shaped brush to add a little highlight. And I'm using my Holy Grail MAC Gold Deposit. So I must say, this makeup brush set was very useful in creating an entire makeup look. I was able to use pretty much all of the brushes, and I only used one of my own brushes that I did not find in the makeup brush set. So with that, I thank you all so much for taking the time to watch this video. Please be sure to give this video a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button if you have not, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, y'all.